So don't laugh. I know I don't look like I normally do. But I wanted to give an update on my cataract surgery today. Which eye did I have my cataract on? That's right, the right eye. This morning we went down to the eye center, which is a big eye cataract factory in downtown Columbus, and I had my cataract removed in my right eye. And the actual surgery took about 5 or 10 minutes, honestly. It really was fast. I ended up waiting like an hour ahead of time, getting physical, checking my weight, and then they got me back to the pre-op area, and I basically just waited there for an hour as 3 other people in the assembly line in front of me went. So I got to hear the spiel from the staff preparing for the surgery 3 different times, from this guy over here who left, and then this guy here beside me who left, and then the person 2 areas down left in front of me. So when it was finally my turn, they came and they gave me the anesthesia in my IV, and it just, put me to sleep instantly. The way this works, and, pardon me for if this makes you squeamish, but I know at least one of my friends is thinking about having this surgery for himself, so I want to try to provide some detail. The IV puts you to sleep for about 5 minutes, and while you're asleep, they give you injections to completely numb the area around the eye, so that you can't move it. You literally can't move your eye. You can't feel a thing. All of that's done while I was asleep. And then, so they came in, they gave me the IV finally, and they took me into the operating room about the time I was waking back up from the initial anesthesia. And they put a device to sort of hold my eyelids open. And I was completely awake at this point. I could move my arms and my feet and my fingers. I mean, I could have moved my whole body if I'd wanted to. They put a drape, a sheet over my face to isolate only the area that has to be worked on. I don't even know if it's still there, but in the beginning, they wrote, to make sure. They asked me 4 different times, which eye are you doing? And then they wrote something on my forehead. Maybe they washed it off, maybe the tape was obscuring it, but I don't even know what it was. It might have been like an arrow or a big R or whatever. But the drape covered my face except for the eye, which was actually a good thing, because everything was functioning in my left eye, so I could see with my left eye. Now if I'd had the drape away and I could actually have vision that wasn't being blocked by something, I could have actually seen the stuff that they were putting in my eye, the ultrasonic device, the vacuum tube, or whatever else. And that's probably not very good psychologically. So they put a drape over to completely block my field of vision. And it was strange because I experimented with, if I had my eye closed, there was vision, there was light coming in, but the way the cataract had affected my vision, the way the medicine was blocking whatever was going on, everything was completely blurry. There was a big light, I could see a big light, and when people were there was like a blur, but I could never get any kind of definition on the device coming at me or whatever. I'd thought about, keeping this eye closed under the drape so that, I still wouldn't really be able to see, but I decided what I would do is I kept this eye open so that I could see the blue and the little texture of the surgical paper, so that sort of was my overwhelming vision. I tried to let my brain focus on that blue texture so I wouldn't think about what was happening over here, and it worked fine. And I didn't have a lot of time to really think about it because it was over, really in 5-6 minutes. There was a big bright light, and I heard it was a weird kind of whining. It was almost like a dental drill, that kind of high-pitched whine, but it sounded like it really kind of sounded like electronic bagpipes combined with a dental drill. I don't know how a better way to describe it than that. And I asked I didn't ask them while they were in the middle of things because I thought that would be distracting. But once they were finished, I said, "What was that whine?" And they said, "That was the ultrasound." And that is the thing that explodes the cataract lens, the old defective lens. The sound breaks it up. And then I guess they use a suction of some sort to vacuum that out. And then they put the new lens in and it sort of unfolds. And I guess they attach it. Honestly, I don't know how it's in place. I don't know. But they tell me it is. I guess I have to take their word for it. I got to eat everything I wanted to eat. I mean, once they got me out of the operating room, there's no restrictions on my diet. The only thing they told me not to do is lift heavy things for a couple of weeks, so I won't be carrying Hannah around for a little while. But there's no problems with whatever I want to eat, which is great, and I feel good. I mean, I don't feel druggy or confused. I'm not nauseous or weak, so that's good. My face is not numb anymore. And what else? I'm sure I'm forgetting things that would make this a lot more interesting. I'm sorry. Let's see. We're going to go back tomorrow on Friday to get the bandage removed, and I think my eyelid is taped shut, and then the bandage is over top of it. They'll remove that tomorrow. I have some drops to put in there to sort of help with the healing. But I think hopefully I'll be able to see perfectly fine tomorrow. I can blink and all that. Hopefully things will be good. So I'm hopeful. I feel good. Oh, note to my dad, who's had this surgery before. They didn't give me a sausage biscuit, Dad. My choices were coffee or water or soda to drink in the post-op area. And I could have a pack of crackers or cookies. No sausage biscuit. Sorry. I was disappointed. Down in South Georgia, apparently, they gave him a sausage biscuit, which would have been a real nice treat because it was about 1:30 by the time I was done. And I hadn't had anything since a piece of toast and coffee at 6:30. So I was hungry. But Linda, she brought me home and we picked up something to eat on the way home, so it was okay. Like I say, I can eat everything I want now. So everything is good. I'm happy.
Daddy!
Oh, I forgot to tell you, the girls, they're so funny. I was afraid they were going to be scared of me or something, but when they came home and they saw me, what you just saw, that's what they did. Yeah. They laughed at me for 30 seconds straight.
Let's zoom in if we can. No,
Really?
we can't.
Okay.
We can, sort of, like this.
Well, that's enough, okay? I think I've said everything I need to say. So.
Bye, bye! Should we say bye?
Later.
Hannah, can you blow a kiss? Can you blow a kiss? Look at mommy.
Hey, you're hijacking my video.
Can you blow a kiss? Can you do mwah? It's not about daddy anymore.
Clearly.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye!